So my secret thing is that I hate taking cabs. It's just, I just don't like riding in them. I don't like being out of control. And I feel like a train is controlled because it's on a track. So I feel like even if the train crashes, I feel as if it wouldn't be as dangerous, even though a train crash would be far more dangerous, far more threatening in a tunnel. But like, I don't like riding in cars. So what I'll do is instead I'll just lobby hard to take the train. And so I think John really wanted to take the cab. And I was like, no, let's take the train. So we get on the subway, and it's that one of those raucous sort of Saturday nights where, like you go into, like, each train car, and it's like one of those, like, Christian plays. It's like one of those, like, Hell House. Everyone's heard of Hell House? And, like, when you walk through Hell House, there's, like, the abortion room and the drinking room and the Jew room and whatever. And so, like, I feel like that's what the subway cars are like Saturday night. It's like you walk into each car, and it's like, homeless guy covered in fucking puke. And, the next one is like, two Asians scream talking at each other. And so you're just like, oh, God, let me just get, like, a relatively peaceful car. So we both step onto the car, and there was this lump of homeless. You know how there's, like, sprawled homeless, there's hood homeless, there's muttering homeless, there's standing and, like, won't fucking sit down homeless. And then there's just, like, fucking dark crystal homeless. Just a hood of bags just attached to a shopping cart. It's like you don't know where the person begins and the granny cart ends. And so there's this lump in the corner, and Flynn's chattering on about fucking Donna McKechnie or Chorus Line or whatever, and I try to steer it to video games, and he steers it right back to unsinkable Molly Brown. We sit down in the train. Now, I'm already a nervous Nelly, and again, unspoken moment, I should have said, I don't like this car. I got a bad vibe on the car, and I was like, nah, I won't say anything. So instead, I'm talking to John, but sort of looking here. I'm basically looking there, and I'm like, oh yeah. That was a great production, of course, line. Yeah. And but I'm looking at this, right? And there's all these bottles on these things. So we're pulling in, and we pull into 42nd Street, and the doors open, and this guy, this fucking one-man Fonzie tribute band walks into the fucking train, and he's just jeans, rolled up white shirt. He's he walks into the subway car like we're expecting him. Like he walked in, he's like, hey, yeah, hey, everybody, right? And he's doing picture poses for no one. And so now John, oblivious, is no one could fill a room like Ethel Merman. And he's just still talking, and I'm like, look at the chaos going on around us. And the guy's standing there, and he's swaggering back and forth. The train's moving, and he's inching, and it's a vaudeville routine that's happening. And people on the train are sitting there please don't. They're looking at the guy going don't do anything, and other people are no. Everyone does that sort of shameful subway head shake. And he sort of sidles over to the dark crystal homeless person, and he's literally next to her going like this. Hey, how you doing? Wake up. Oh, what's this? I'm going to have a drink. This is all going on while John's talking to me, right? And he's like, Wicked was never off Broadway in Long Island. And I'm watching this as this guy stands up, and there's this energy drink bottle. And I just watch him twist it, and it goes, and I'm like, oh, good. It fizzed. And I see him go whoa. And it was like that fucking Brady Bunch volcano experiment. And it starts to gurgle over. And it's this pink foamy liquid. And it spritzed out, so it hit his white shirt, right? The smell was instantaneous. It was like a shit nuclear bomb. It would just change the matter in the train car. I looked at John. I went, we're going to have to get out of here. He kept talking. I was like, I gave him one warning. Fuck him. I'm getting up and leaving. I took, the shit went up my nose. I could smell it. It was so wretched. It smelled like what I imagined hepatitis to smell like. Like if hepatitis had a smell, this would be it. and it's in my nose. And meanwhile, the guy is now, the shit's on his mouth and gurgling out down his chest, and he's going, it's shit! It's shit! It's shit! Just declaring it, yelling at it, rolling on the ground, and this pink, foamy, brown liquid shit is rolling on the ground. And I'm like escaping. It was like the Poseidon adventure. I was running out, and I see John like behind, like 5 people behind, and everyone, we had to walk 6 train cars to get away from the shit smell. It so emotionally impacted me that I went to therapy, and I went to therapy next week, and I actually sobbed about it for 10 minutes because it was so horrific. Everything ugly about the world happened in one moment on the trip.